Hello, this is Mr. Rome, aka the Icon. I'm reading out of the Daily Strength for Men. This is Training to Win Part 2. And the passage, verse, and context is Nehemiah, chapter 2, 13 verses 13 through 15, and verses 17 to 18. I went out the night by the Valley Gate to the Dragon Spring and to the Dove Gate. I expected the walls of Jerusalem that were broken down and the gates that had been destroyed by fire. Then I went on to the fountain gate and to the king's pool, but there was no room for the animal that was under me to pass. Then I went up in the night by the valley and inspected the wall, and I turned back and entered by the valley gate, and so returned. Then I said to them, "You see the trouble we are in, how Jerusalem lies in ruins, with its gates burned. Come, let us build a wall of Jerusalem, that we may no longer suffer derision." Ooh. And I told them of the hand of my God that had been upon me for good, and also of the words that the king had spoken to me. And they said, "Let us rise up and build." So they straightened their hands for the good work. Related passages, 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 24 and 27. Do you know what in a race all the runners run, but only one receives a prize? So run that you may obtain it. Every athlete exercises self-control in all things. They do it to receive a perishable wreath, but we an imperishable. So I do not run aimlessly. I do not box as one beating the air, but I discipline my body and keep it under control, lest under preaching to others, I myself should be disqualified. Questions for reflection and application. Number 1, for what takes have you undertaken extensive training? What is that like? Was it worth it? Number 2, do you gravitate toward things that for which you have experience, or do you welcome the challenge of learning something new, and why? Number 3, what task does God have for you in the near future that will require training? How do you feel about those tasks? Father, if I want to earn something worth more than a gold medal, then I must train more diligently than an Olympic athlete. Help me do this. Amen. This is part 2 of Training to Win. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you for bearing with me. God love you, Jesus love you, and I love you. Have a blessed day.